Good evening. I'm David Darby. I'm the chairman of the board of the Bessemer Area Chamber of Commerce, and I would like to welcome you tonight. I'd like to welcome you this evening. This is the first of 3 political forums that we'll be putting on for the upcoming Bessemer City elections. We wish to thank all of those that are here tonight, all of our citizens, our participants, other political candidates, elected officials, and all those volunteers that work so hard to make this happen. I want to thank Mr. Cook and the school system for giving us the opportunity to use this wonderful facility tonight. I would remind all of you to please turn off your cell phones, pagers. It would be very difficult. It's tough enough for these folks to come up on this stage and answer questions that they don't know what the questions are going to be, but to have a cell phone go off in the middle of that would not be fair to them, so please take care of that now. With this, I'll turn the podium over, this dark podium over, to Ronnie Acker, President, Bessemer Area Chamber of Commerce.
And again, we'd like to welcome everyone. We hope this is for your benefit. And that's the only reason that the Chamber puts a forum on, is so the citizens of the area and the candidates can get to know each other. We would like to start with District 1 with Mr. Thomas and Mr. Vance. If both of those candidates will move to the front. And if it's just Mr. Thomas, then he'll have 3 questions and he'll be able to answer those. While he's coming forward, I'd like to go over the rules. All members of the audience should remain seated and as quiet as possible when the candidates are speaking. If a member of the audience is disruptive, you'll be asked to leave or escorted out. There should be no harassment of any candidate, no heckling, booing, or disruption of any candidate while they are being introduced or speaking. All members of the audience will be respectful to their neighbors also, and I don't think we're going to have any problems with that. Now, the candidates will be given 1 minute to introduce themselves, then they'll be prepared to answer their first question. Each group of candidates will receive 3 questions. Each question they'll have 2 minutes to answer those questions. For the candidates' information, there's a light in front. When it's green, it means talk. Yellow will come on, that means you have 30 seconds remaining. When the red comes on, that means the candidate needs to quit speaking and let the next candidate address the question. At the end of the 3 questions, we'll have an opportunity for each candidate to give a summation of 1 minute. And so if you have any questions, just ask me before we get started. Mr. Vance is not here, so we're going to proceed. If Mr. Thomas, if you would go ahead, and you have 1 minute to introduce yourself to those in the audience.
First of all, good evening. My name is Robert A. Thomas. I'm a candidate for District 1. My motto is to bring integrity to District 1, sound leadership to District 1, and my goal is to become council of District 1. I'm very active in my community. I'm past vice president of my community, and also I'm a social minister, and I'm active in different ministries in my church.
Okay, we're ready for the first question. And let me tell you how these questions are the citizens of Bessemer and the businesses of Bessemer put these questions in the box. We have the 3 members of of our Governmental Affairs Committee at the Chamber, they've drawn the question out. They review it to make sure that it doesn't attack or offend anyone. Once they clear the question, then it'll be the next question that's asked. And so the first question: what are your priorities for improving the perception of Bessemer, both in its crime rate and ethics?
Well, first of all, up there to improve our crime rate, I will work with the city council and the mayor to form a leadership that we can work with the police officers. Not only that we should have the police officer patrol the area, but I think that the officer patrol area at least need to know the citizen of the area. That way, if they know the citizen, we know we have a motto now that up there that tells you that it's a neighborhood watch. Do not work now. The reason I say neighborhood watch now because we don't even know our neighbors now. So that's the reason neighborhoods don't watch. And I believe if we work with the police officers and also if they patrol the area and plus know the citizen, I believe it will help in the crime rate.
Okay, thank you. This one says, why does the city council not know how or where all city funds are being spent?
Well, the reason I think of that, we don't know where city funds at. I think if I was with the council, I would work to form a budget that we can work out different things and that we can look. I think the citizens should know too that a council should be open. That up there that they can look at the budget too and see where all the money has been spent at.
I notice that the two male members of our Governmental Affairs Committee has the female walking up every time. Okay, Mr. Thomas, the third question. There has not been a public audit of the city financial records since 2007, almost 3 fiscal years ago. What would you do to ensure that audits are done annually and shared with the citizens in a timely manner to show the financial status of the city?
Well, I would work with the mayor, and also when we would form an audit, that we would, first of all, when I do become council, I would like to form an audit to know where was the money spent, how was the money, because I think the citizens of Bessemer deserve to know where their tax dollars are going. So much of that we don't know in the city of Bessemer where our tax dollars are going. If we would form a budget, and we would sit down and we would let the citizens know where their tax dollars, I think we wouldn't have a problem. They would know where their money has been spent. So many times that the citizens don't know where the money is going and they're thinking the money is being misused for different other things. And I think that we should be accountable. If we represent the people of Bessemer, we should be accountable to let them know where the money is being spent at.
Thank you. And now Mr. Thomas has 1 minute to summarize and to tell you anything he would like to say.
My closing remarks is I would like to say that if I'm elected to be the District 1 council, I would bring integrity and sound leadership. And I will also work with the community, and I will be a politician that you will only see me during election time. So many times that we see politicians, they smile at you and everything during election time, but I will not only be election time politics. You will see me anytime that you need me. You just be free to call, because I'll be a politician because you voted me in office, so I will serve and protect and be the leader that you wanted me to be.
Thank you. I'll give him a hand. We appreciate you being here, and I hope the citizens of Bessemer appreciate it.